Hello everyone. Today we have new session of Power BI, and in this session we learned how we can get the data from JSON or XML file. Okay. So currently this is my Power BI session and I am on report view. Okay. So how we can get the data from the data source? So this is an option, the get data, and if I click on more, so there is an option to get the data from XML or JSON. Okay, XML or JSON. But I am not using this option here directly. Firstly, I am going to my Power Query Editor window, because if I am getting the data from JSON, so that data is not in a correct format, and we need to edit the data and we need to edit the data and specify the correct format. Okay, so that's why I open this Power Query Editor and go to the new source, click on more. So this window is open. Now I select the JSON, connect. So I am choosing the JSON format file. So this is my JSON file. I select this JSON file and click open. So see, this is my JSON format file. So that's why I am not opening this file in a Power BI session. Okay, I am firstly I open the Power Query Editor, because I know this is the format of the JSON is look like this. So here we can easily transform the data into a table or convert this data into a table, and then we upload it in a session, Power BI session. Okay, so here is the option convert into a table. So I click on it. Now we have two columns, the name and value. Okay, but we have a data in a table format, but not a specific means we have not any specific headers. Okay, means we need a header like fruit, size, and color, but these headers come inside as a value. Okay, so what we do? Uh, So once I get this data, then go to the transform tab, because I need these value consider as a column. So here is the transpose button. So I am click on this transpose. So I am getting the data like this. Now what happened? This value converted into a column way, but it is not set as a header. So for setting as the means this row setting as a header. So how we can set this value as a header? Go to home tab, select use first row as header. Now I am getting the values as a header. Similarly, I have another JSON file and I want to import that file also. So I am going to the new source, click more and select the JSON, click on the JSON and connect. So this is my file, the project file. Click open. So this is the JSON. This is the format of the JSON file. Okay. Now convert it to a table. Again, it is showing like this. So I am go to the transform and convert or choose the transpose option and convert the row values into the column. Okay. Now again go to home and select first row as a header. Now my data is in a correct format. Okay. Okay, so this is the record which I am getting. Now, if you see here, these are the columns. If you see here, this column contains multiple columns. Okay, inside it. So if I click here, so currently inside this there is only one column. So I click on OK. It means it expands that particular column. So now I want to change the name of this particular column. So click on it, and this is the name. If you want to change here, so select. I want the name is only activities. Okay. So I remove this thing and consider only activities. See here, my column name is change. Okay. Now I extract the another column. So these columns are list. So I am not considering right now these columns. Okay. So this is the runtime option, and if I am click here, so these are multiple columns inside this column. So if I click on it, extend all the columns like this. And if you want to rename it, so just click on it, means click this symbol, and these are the names which you want to rename it. So runtime, yes. So this is the column names. If you want to rename it, so I am just rename it means I am just removing the runtime before any specific word. So if I am removing the runtime option here, so similar for this. So I am removing the runtime option word in all columns. Okay. Okay. Now it's okay, and hit enter. Okay. Now my columns showing in a correct format. Okay. Now I go to the second column. Showing second column is also a record. It is also have a multiple columns. So similarly, you can uh, extract the columns like this. Okay. Now I extract the list columns. So these are my list columns. So if I click on this cell, see, we have no data inside this list column. Now move ahead. So this is also a list column. See, we have a data inside this list column. So I click on it. So here I select the extract values because I want the extract the columns from here. So here if you want to choose any delimiters, so select any delimiters like colon, comma, and semicolon. But currently we have a few records inside this list, so that's why I am not choosing any delimiters. If you have a record, multiple records, then you choose any specific delimiters. So I am choosing none and OK. See, I am getting the result like this. Similarly, if I am go to the another column, so there is only one record. So again I am click on extract record, and inside this combo box select none and OK. It is giving me an error. I think there is some issue. So actually this column. This column is a list, and inside this list there is a record. Okay, so if I click here, so if there is any value inside this list, so I am selecting extract value, but there is a record inside this list, so that's why I select expand to new rows. Means firstly I extract the record from this list. So I select the record. So if I click on this record, so see inside this record there are multiple values, and inside this record there are two lists. Okay, now you select this symbol and press OK. So see, my record is extract and get the data like this. So these two lists which comes inside the record. Okay, if you want to rename the column name, so just select the column name here, like this is the file path, so select this one and delete the starting name. Okay, and press enter. Okay, so this is the list. These two lists are blanks, not getting any data. So if you want to extract the record and the list from the JSON file, so you can do this thing which I am performing. Okay, thank you for this session.